Hello, and welcome to Wesardry. I painted this WizKids Wyvern with Reaper paints quite a while ago, and thought it was time to give it a home. So I grabbed some mulch chunks from the Hosta garden to construct a rock formation for him to be perched on. After a bath and a bake dry, it was time to assemble the rock structure. When not using my Dremel tool, I use a pair of needle nose vice grips as a makeshift pin vise. You'll notice poster tags stuck to some of these pieces. I use it to hold the parts together when deciding how the structure should be assembled. After drilling the holes, I use super glue to set the pins and the pieces. For the base the rock formation is sitting on, I repurposed the lid from one of my wife's cosmetic jars. I used Nightmare Black and Blue over top of the primer coat of Mod Podge, glue, and craft paint. I applied the darkest blues in the deep recesses and shadows, and lessened the amount of black that I'd mixed in as I worked my way out to the highlights where I dry brushed on straight Nightmare Blue. Nightmare Blue is such a beautiful blue. I wanted to showcase it, and its translucent nature lended to this project perfectly. I used the trio of Nightmare Blue, Black, and Gray to bring the formation to life. Dry brushing from blue, black, gray to blue, gray to gray to gray, white. I didn't want a winter scene, but I did want the stone to look cold and sterile in contrast to the colorful wyvern. I pinned the wyvern to the formation and began the process of adding small details and incorporating the wyvern into the diorama. With the blending and assimilation complete, I turned my focus to this little cigar box that would be my secret stash spot plinth. The first order of business would be sanding to eliminate the lettering. Sanded and primed, I began the painting process. I had decided I wanted to play around with some textures and the colors that I'd used on the stone outcrop that the wyvern was on. And since Nightmare Blue was going to be the featured color, I once again used its translucency to my advantage and started a base coat with heavy shadows. After some glaze coats were applied to get the base that I wanted, I then loaded my brush up with Nightmare Blue, Gray, Black, and White, a combination of all the colors on the brush at the same time even, turning and stippling my brush to get the different textures and color patterns. But unfortunately the iCloud monster ate that footage. And so here's the final product. And so now my wyvern has a home, and I can move on to another project. I hope you enjoyed it. Sorry I took so long to get this out. Time is a valuable commodity. Also valuable are subscribers, and I am so happy to say Wesardry is over 300. On June 9th at 7 p.m., which was last night, we hit 300. I'm currently at about 305, I think. The last time I looked, that is so awesome. Thank you all so very much. That is so cool. Thanks to Nightmare Landscapes. Please keep subscribing, sharing, liking. I'm loving it. As long as you keep it coming, I'll keep it coming. This is a blast doing this. I appreciate every subscriber, every like, every comment. Thank you so much. I'm just kind of speechless. I'm really jazzed about 300. I know that's not much to a lot of people, but it's a ton to me. I'm Wes, and this is Wesardry.